Mariëtta, welcome to the show. For our audience out there who is not familiar with Velti or your role, it would be good if you could give us a short recap of your background, your role within Velti.
Yeah. Yes, of course. I'm happy to. So, I have a sales and marketing background and working at Velti for almost 6 years now. I started as a loyalty marketing program manager for clients in Europe in the telco industry, but also brands and fast moving consumer goods. Then I moved to the role as a country director for the Netherlands. And currently, I'm a business development director for Europe. And that means helping our current customers together with the Velti team to succeed, of course, and growing the Velti family with more new clients by offering our main solutions. And the main solutions of Velti can be classified into customer value management, marketing automation, gamification, of course, loyalty, permission marketing, and web apps. And next to that, I'm also a founder of Younikorn, where we help clients with their marketing loyalty strategy, customer success management, and we offer speaker services with regards to marketing and loyalty, mindset, but also how to get things done.
Okay, great. So a broad scala of offerings. So a little bit about Velti. Velti is originally a Greek founded company. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Very interesting. I noticed also the products have the Greek mythology names like Daedalus, etc.
Yeah.
So that's why I figured.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. We named our products to Greek names, so to Greek, so like you said, Daedalus as well. Velti has been founded in the year 2000, so we exist now more than 20 years. We're a company of around 130 employees, and 50% of the Velti family are software engineers. So that means we're always on top of the latest trends and technologies. And we have a worldwide footprint. So we have offices in Athens, also in Düsseldorf and in Dubai, and presence in Europe, Middle East, Africa, and Latin America.
Yes, and you're active across a variety of sectors, but would you say that telco is the key vertical that you work in?
Yeah, I actually I'm dedicated, mostly dedicated to the telco industry, but we also helping customers in banks, for example, so in the banking industry, fast-moving consumer goods and brands. But we really have a strong footprint with regards to the telco industry. That's correct. Yes.
All right, great. So for the next question, Mariëtta, it's a little bit personal, and the question is: when you think of loyalty, what brand or which brands come to mind?
Yeah, that's actually a good one. Actually a few brands that are really loyal to. One of them is Nike or Nike, how you would like to pronounce it. And that's mainly because of the payoff, like just do it, and that says it all. It's really a personal mantra for myself. So this is something I really live by. But nowadays, I also quite close to supporting businesses that are really authentic. So one of them where I'm really loyal to is Calaris Health. And they have great face products and sunscreens. And they are all natural, vegan, without any weird stuff inside. And their customer service is just outstanding. Last but not least, it's Fear Pumps. Not sure if that will count, but this is the business for my two sons. They started at the beginning of the pandemic by selling face masks. And now they not really are into the face mask anymore. So they are exploring new products. But so, of course, I'm really loyal to them. And I can call myself a real Fear Pumps advocate.
Yeah, I can imagine. And of course, you have to support your son's business, and it's nice to see them take their first steps in entrepreneurship.
Yeah,
definitely. Have to support that. Great. Circling a bit back to the telco industry for our next question, and acknowledging that Velti works for customers like Orange, T-Mobile, Vodafone. What would you say that, in terms of campaigns that you execute for them, what was sort of your favorite campaign or an initiative that you still remember? And a sub question of that is, how did you measure the impact?
Yeah, good question. There are quite lots of them, the campaigns that I like. It's hard to pick, but looking to Europe, I find the swap campaigns in one of our major operations in the UK. I find that a very good example. What you see is that loyalty is really well known, and this campaign included in a monthly campaign plan, so with a 3 days effectiveness period. And we contacted all customers above 100 points, and we segmented them also by points, balance, and smartphone status. And the available rewards were telco rewards like data, minutes, SMS, free credit, but also vouchers of Tesco and Costa, really well known in UK.
Mm-hmm.
And customers need to reply with the selected reward, so they could choose themselves what reward they wanted to have. So the text message would say something like, need some extra data or minutes, swap your reward points right now to get a boost. So, for example, to get XX amount of data used for X days, just reply with keyword data, something like that. And this campaign went really, really well. We reached a redemption rate of 62% and a unique participation rate of 57%. So
Wow.
that was really, that was really outstanding. And we also have one other one that's a little bit related, but that was also a nice example of a loyalty surprise and delight program. And because there was an international coffee day, so we treated our customers who would redeem points on that day to a free coffee voucher. So there were no limits on points to be redeemed. All participants with enough points to redeem for rewards would benefit to the coffee voucher. And we saw an uplift of redemption rate to 7% based on the daily average redemption rate.
Nice examples. So Mariëtta, previously we already went over the loyalty ladder, which is a model that Stampix uses, where we map basically the participation rate in a program versus the NPS, both very important metrics. Mm-hmm. And traditionally, I think Telco is classified as being in mercenary loyalty status because it's quite a saturated market, a lot of competition, and people are switching quite fast. Having worked with all these brands over the last years, what do you think? Is this correct that they are in this phase cataloged, or are there initiatives? What do you see as current trends in the market?
Yeah, I see it in two ways: loyalty and the retention. But like you said, I definitely agree on that. Because the telco industry is at a saturation point, and with services largely commoditized, providers suffer from exceptionally high rates of churn. I also recall a report from Accenture, and they reported that 77% of consumers now retract their loyalty more quickly than they did 3 years ago. Telcos must work harder than ever before to retain their customer bases. And the old loyalty rules no longer apply. So I can't stress enough that business leaders need to reevaluate their loyalty investments and adjust to the new reality with a strategy that focus on maximizing value. Those that make the necessary changes, they will not only achieve a new form of competitive advantage, but also free up capital that can drive additional growth. So with regards to the retention part, we have a very different picture for prepaid and postpaid. Yeah, prepaid struggles with a declining base for many years now. It's getting harder and harder to retain customers, to do loyalty in general for a prepaid base. There is not much personal data available, no registration required in most operators, depending on in which country you are. You can just take out a prepaid SIM and walk away without telling anything about yourself. Mm-hmm. So retention depends on many factors, and that's of course customer experience, customer satisfaction, and also customer loyalty, and they go hand in hand. So what we see is in general is that the prepaid churn can go up as high as 67%, So yeah, that's quite
Oh,
high. Yeah.
very high.
So so the best in retention are those who understand their customer, personalize the experience, and reduce noise. So sending the right message to the right customer at the right time. And this we do at Velti with the machine learning dataless, which you already mentioned earlier. And also, what's good to know is you need to establish the emotional connection between a customer and your brand. Value and reward your customers. Listen to your customers and showcase similar values as, for example, customers' corporate responsibilities, so that the customers can really rely to walk the talk, as they say as well. Provide simple, seamless, and effortless journeys to customers. So you can also think of easy self-service, no time wasters. People want to have things quick answers. Together also with, of course, an exceptional customer service. Anticipate customers needs to be contacted before even they are aware of a questions they want to ask, or even before they even know. And this is also what you can do with artificial intelligence. You can analyze the data and see, okay, this customer will have this question in the near future, and then you already proactively come with the answers. And this will also help a lot. And then you can see the high retention rate in telco industry, especially in postpaid, because this is attributed to the difficulty to leave factor, especially in postpaid. Yeah, if you go to Vodafone or T-Mobile, Orange, you all get the same service in a kind of way. It's calling and SMS, texting, data. So how can you make a difference there? And this is something very smart what the telcos are now implementing. They focus on one hand on the customer loyalty programs and expand the reward with possibilities like additional benefits, Netflix or Spotify. So then you have a subscription there as well, maybe free in the package. Or they also work on, and lots of telcos have that already, in locking packages. So that means like besides your mobile, you also have an internet connection and a television connection, and maybe your spouse or your child has also a subscription there or a prepaid SIM where they can call for free. So it's a kind of family package with long-term contracts. And then it definitely makes it harder for consumers to look to the other way.
Yeah, because then you have to reevaluate also your Netflix, your Disney Plus, or some other subscriptions are part of the package.
Yeah, indeed. And they think, oh, never mind, I will stick, I will not leave.
Yeah, of course. Interesting, very interesting. It also mentions on the website that up to 10% of churn can be reduced in telco. That's very impressive. So I can imagine then you do control groups, you look at people who you have or segments that Daedalus has been working on versus segments that are just left idle. Is that more or less?
Yeah, what we mostly do is we split the base into three groups. One is the group what will be, that's mostly of the base, like 90% will be contacted by Daedalus only. Then we have another 5% that will be contacted by just manual campaigns. So if the operator would run the campaign themselves. And then we have another 5% which we don't touch at all. That's we don't send anything to them. And then you can compare the results, and they are really mind-blowing. It's really like, wow.
Great. And yeah, talking about mind-blowing results, I forgot to mention earlier, but Velti won 3 mobile marketing awards in the year 2020. Is that correct?
Yes, yes.
For T-Mobile, right?
Yeah, T-Mobile Netherlands, yeah. T-Mobile Netherlands is also one of our first clients where we introduced Daedalus. And in the beginning, it's always like a little bit skeptical. Are we not spamming the customers? Are we sending the right messages? And after the POC, we really saw already some great results. So then we continued with finally winning the Mobile Marketing Awards. One with the most innovative campaign, and the other one with the best use of data. And on top of that, the Grand Prix award. So that was really something like, wow, can it be even more? In 2021, this year, we also got nominated again for the best use of data, also with T-Mobile Netherlands, because we integrated clusters.
Mariëtta, you quickly mentioned it or briefly mentioned it in the last response. Surprise and delight is really a trend in everything relating to loyalty. So are there any initiatives, or I want to zoom in a little bit on rewards. You mentioned the telco bonus that they give, data, minutes, stuff like that, and then vouchers. Any other initiatives that come to mind for surprising and delighting customers, or, for example, on someone's birthday?
Yeah, definitely. With prepaid, of course, we have some customers provide their personal details, like birthday and these kind of details, but some people, they don't do that at all.
No.
So what we do is we created the Milestones Campaign, and the Milestones campaigns are based on the tenure that you are with a client, for example, with a telco operator. And then we send a free bonus telco, so you receive you can redeem a free bonus telco, and you also have a chance for a physical reward. And this campaign really have a high redemption rate, around 75%. Customers are really, even the longer they are with the brands, the higher the redemption rate. And it's a nice thing to know, it also acts as a recruitment campaign for loyalty. Around 3% of the participants are from Milestones only.
Okay.
And we also have the birthday campaign where you were referring to. And then we send a bonus code to customers where they can also, it's the same flow as the Milestones, but with a different message, and also claiming a telco reward or a physical prize. And they have similar redemption rates. And one last one, what's also a nice one, is the mission campaign. And then you really work towards like, it's like, okay, you already did you redeemed your code, for example, for 2 times. If you redeem the 3rd one, then you get a surprise or delight code or something like that. And then we even saw higher redemption rates, like around 80-85%.
Wow, that's really impressive.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Daedalus, just to understand a little bit more from a technical perspective, because I can imagine this is very complex. You have telcos, they have legacy systems, CRM in place. How do you work with these clients? You mentioned the POC, then there's integrations, getting access to the data, so machine learning. And the reward specifically, is there also a reward engine? Do you have a catalog that is updates, or is this outsourced to a different party?
Yeah, no, then you're talking about the telco rewards or the physical rewards? The physical
Well, I can imagine
the
the telco rewards, that's something that you customize with the customer based on how their current offering is. But I was more talking about physical rewards, partnerships. Is that something that Velti also facilitates, or is it a different company?
Yeah, no, we definitely facilitate in that. What we do is with for example, we also have a loyalty campaign together with gamification. So a customer can play a game and, for example, spin the wheel. And after that, they will see if they win a physical prize or a telco reward. And we, our algorithm decides, okay, which customer, it's just like a sweepstake. So it's just set up in the system, and at a specific time, a customer that's lucky at that specific time wins the physical prize. Then they can provide their details, the personal details, and then we have an API in place with our suppliers. So we arrange also everything about that, and the supplier ships the physical prices. They also take care together with a dashboard where some of the customer agents can log in with, of course, the right security setup. And then they can see, okay, where is the package? For example, some customers can go, okay, didn't receive my my present yet. Where is it? And then they can see immediately through through the post NL link, the track and trace where it is. So it's really streamlined. The client doesn't have to think about anything. The only thing what they can do, they can decide what kind of prices, physical prices they want to give away, but they can also leave it up to us. But it's also really important what you just said, that just saying thank you for being a customer. That's so important, and it brings so much added value to the customer and to the customer base as well.
Yes, and I think that's actually the perfect note to end the interview, because I see we're already ahead of time. Mariëtta, thanks so much for all the wisdom and all the examples. It was really a pleasure to speak to you.
Thanks, Simon. Thanks for having me. I really liked it. Have a great day.